Hello, I'm Richard Murphy and I'm here to talk about another of the themes that we're going to be addressing on my YouTube channel. This one is the Green New Deal. The Green New Deal was something that was created in 2008 by me and a group of other economists and environmentalists sitting together in Anne Pettifor's flat. Anne Pettifor is an economist. And we sat in London and we realised that the world was facing a massive economic crisis and at the same time a massive environmental crisis. We wrote our ideas about how to save ourselves from a recession and published them in July 2008, before the crisis really hit that year. Well, did it work? I'm sorry to say it didn't. For a little while, people paid attention, and then we went back to normal, and we went back to austerity, and we ignored the crisis that we were having in economics, and we ignored the need for full employment, but most of all, we ignored the need to tackle climate change. And it's only 10 or so years later that this idea, which I've been quietly plugging away at for the intervening decade, suddenly went alive. It went alive in the USA, not in the UK. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is the person who really brought it back to life. The amazingly dynamic US Congresswoman who now represents part of New York in the US Congress. She found this idea. She took it and ran with it. But what is the idea? The idea is simple. It is that we face this crisis that means that unless we tackle climate change, unless we tackle biodiversity change, we are literally imperiling our life here on Earth for all of us human beings. Now, I'm a dad. Heaven knows one day I might be a granddad. I want my children and their children, if they ever have them, to have a chance of life, and I'm sure you do as well, wherever you are now. We want to continue. That's human. So if that's the case, I realise we have to change. And then I realise we can do that. Actually, that this is good for us, because what we've been doing has been bad for us. There are things that we have now learned that we don't have to do. We don't have to fly as much as we did. We don't have to drive as much as we did. We don't certainly have to burn as much oil as we did. We can change the way we heat our houses. We can change their thermal efficiency. We can reduce our resource consumption. We can live a better, more balanced life. And at the same time, we can do something which is really important. We can create the jobs that so many people want and so many people are going to need as we come out of the coronavirus crisis, our second crisis in a decade, because we face mass unemployment now. And that really, really shocks me to the core, because I hate the idea of people being unemployed. I loathe it. What I want is to create jobs in every constituency of the UK and, frankly, way beyond the UK, around the world, by putting people to work to transform our society, to build better homes, to build better transport systems, to invest in new technologies, to create the opportunities for better energy systems, better energy transmission systems, to build our chances of a better life. Now, there are no fixed and ready answers to this question. We're learning as we go along. We are going to have to explore the ideas. Some will be dead ends, with blind alleys, whatever you wish. Others we can hardly imagine as yet. But that's the point of this channel. I want to explore the ideas that we have to create a better world. So if you're interested, please click subscribe below. If you've got questions, put them underneath this video. Follow me on Twitter at Richard J. Murphy. Ask questions there, or go to my blog, Tax Research UK. You'll find it is easy to get to it. And then ask the questions, and I will try to deal with them as we go through this series in the future. Thanks for watching.